Have you ever woken up and realized something's missing? Not pain, not discomfort, but that quiet signal of energy you used to count on, that natural rise in the morning that once made you feel alive, strong, and connected. For many men over 60, it quietly fades. At first, it's occasional. Then, weeks go by, and you start to wonder, is this just age catching up with me? Here's the truth most men don't hear. Losing morning wood isn't just a sign of getting older. It's your body trying to whisper something deeper, something about your blood flow, your circulation, and the health of the very system that fuels your vitality. And no one talks about it, not your friends, not your doctor. But today, we will. Because that missing signal, it could be the first clue your body is giving you before anything else changes. I'm Dr. Lily Anderson, a men's health specialist with over 20 years of experience helping men stay strong, confident, and connected to their vitality long after 60. In my clinic, I've sat across from hundreds of men just like you. Men who didn't know where to turn when their energy dropped, their circulation slowed, and their sense of manhood quietly faded. Not because they gave up, but because no one ever told them what their body was really trying to say. That's why this matters. Because missing morning wood isn't just a bedroom issue. It's a circulation issue. And once you understand why it's happening, you can begin to gently restore what time tried to take away. No prescriptions, no pressure. Just a simple, natural plan backed by real science that supports your body from the inside out. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how. Let's start simple. If your morning wood has been fading, your body isn't broken, but your blood flow might be blocked or underpowered. And like a garden hose with too many kinks, the pressure never gets where it needs to go. So how do you fix that? Not with force, but with food, with rhythm, and with small natural habits that speak your body's language again. Here are 3 powerful morning habits I teach every man in my clinic. 1. Start your day with crushed garlic and honey. It might not sound sexy, but it works. Crush 1 large garlic clove. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Then stir it into a spoon of raw honey and eat it with breakfast. That 10-minute wait allows allicin, garlic's powerful healing compound, to fully activate. Allicin helps relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and improve blood flow, especially to your pelvic region. Many men over 60 stop producing enough nitric oxide, a natural molecule that tells your arteries to widen. Garlic brings that signal back. No pills, no crash, just better circulation, 1 clove at a time. And when combined with honey, you also get a gentle energy boost, so your day starts strong, not sluggish. 2. Plan your omega-3 meal for the day, before lunch. Blood vessels need more than allicin. They need flexibility. And omega-3 fatty acids from fatty fish are the perfect fix. Salmon, mackerel, sardines. These aren't just heart-healthy. They repair the lining of your blood vessels, calm inflammation, and increase nitric oxide levels. If you've ever felt cold feet, numbness, or sluggish performance, omega-3s help bring the heat back, literally. In my clinic, I recommend at least 3 servings of fatty fish per week. But here's the trick. Don't wait until dinner. Plan it early in the day. Take 5 minutes in the morning to thaw a filet, prep a can of sardines, or season some salmon for lunch. Why? Because what you plan ahead, you follow through on, and your arteries will thank you for it. 3. Sip on citrus-infused water before noon. You don't need a supplement. You need a slice of lemon or a cup of real orange juice. Citrus fruits are packed with vitamin C and flavonoids, natural compounds that protect your blood vessels and help them stay open when it matters most. Vitamin C also supports collagen, the protein that keeps your arteries flexible. And citrus flavonoids boost nitric oxide even further, helping blood flow reach all the way down. Here's what I tell my patients. Start your morning with a glass of warm water and a few lemon slices, or pair your breakfast with half a grapefruit or a small orange. It's simple, it's natural, and it keeps your circulation steady through the second half of the day when most men hit a wall. These 3 habits, garlic and honey, fatty fish planning, citrus water, don't just treat the symptom. They nourish the root of the issue, your circulation. They feed the pipes. They clear the pathway. And when done consistently, they often lead to something beautiful. The quiet return of your morning signal. Walter was 67 when he walked into my clinic, retired electrician, still strong in his hands, but his eyes carried a quiet frustration he couldn't say out loud. He didn't come in for heart problems or blood pressure. He came in because, as he whispered, "I just don't feel like a man anymore." For months, he had been waking up with nothing, no morning energy, no natural signal, and that missing piece started to chip away at more than just his confidence. It touched his sleep, his mood, even how he looked at himself in the mirror. He thought it was over. He blamed his age, but I didn't, because I knew what he didn't. That loss of morning wood wasn't the end. It was simply the first flare from a body asking for help. So we didn't reach for pills. We reached for rhythm, garlic with honey in the morning, a plan to eat salmon twice a week, citrus water before noon, a short walk after lunch, and most importantly, patience. For 2 weeks, he didn't feel much. By week 3, his hands were warmer. By week 5, his wife said his voice had more power again. And then one morning, he told me he woke up before the alarm, not because he had to, but because he felt something. He smiled and said, "Doc, it's back." Not just the morning signal, but the man behind it. Here's what most men never hear from their doctor. Morning wood isn't about arousal, it's about circulation. It's your body's daily test signal, checking that your blood vessels are open, responsive, and ready to deliver. When that signal disappears, it's not just a mood thing, it's a warning sign. Your arteries, especially the small ones in your pelvic region, may be losing flexibility, clogged by inflammation, or starved of what they need most, nitric oxide. Let me explain. What is nitric oxide, and why should you care? Nitric oxide, NO, is a tiny gas molecule, but it plays a huge role in how blood flows in your body. Think of it as the green light your blood vessels need to open up. No nitric oxide equals no expansion equals poor blood flow, and poor blood flow equals no response where you want it most. As we age, our natural production of nitric oxide declines sharply, especially after 60. That's why so many men experience weaker morning signals, colder hands and feet, slower healing, and yes, intimacy issues. But here's the good news. You can support nitric oxide naturally with the right foods and habits. How garlic, fish, and citrus. Help garlic contains allicin, which helps stimulate hydrogen sulfide, another compound that signals blood vessels to relax and widen. Fatty fish like salmon and mackerel provide omega-3s, which calm inflammation and repair the endothelium, the delicate lining inside your arteries. Citrus fruits deliver vitamin C and flavonoids like hesperidin and naringenin, which protect nitric oxide from breaking down too fast and help your vessels open more easily when needed. It's not just theory. Studies show these nutrients increase nitric oxide levels, improve flow-mediated dilation, and enhance blood supply to the pelvic region in older adults. That means better circulation, healthier blood vessels, a stronger, more natural response, especially in the morning. So when Walter's morning wood returned, it wasn't magic. It was biology. Finally getting what it had been missing for years. And if you've made it this far, it means your body is probably asking for the same support. Not a pill, not a shortcut, just simple, real nourishment for the system that still wants to work, if you give it the chance. If you've made it this far, let me tell you something important. You haven't lost it. You've just paused. And your body, despite what the years may whisper, is still listening. You don't need a perfect diet. You don't need to overhaul your whole life. You just need one thing: to start. 1 clove of garlic crushed in the morning, 1 lemon slice in your water, 1 decision to swap frozen dinners for salmon this week. Because every small step sends your body a message. I haven't given up on you. Let's wake up again together. And here's what I've learned after 20 years of helping men like you. The body forgives. It responds. It rebuilds. Even after decades of stress, strain, or silence. You don't have to be young again. You just have to feel alive again. And if you start now, gently, consistently, you'll start to notice things shift. A little warmth in the morning, a bit more energy in your walk, and maybe, just maybe, that quiet return of something you thought was gone. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. If something in this video spoke to you, if you saw a little piece of yourself in Walter's story, or felt a quiet yes when I described what you've been missing, then I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below, even if it's just one word, ready. Because sometimes writing it down is the first step toward getting it back. And if you want more natural, science-backed ways to support your energy, your circulation, and your sense of self, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. Not because I want numbers, but because I know how lonely this journey can feel. And you shouldn't have to walk it alone. You showed up for your body today, and that matters more than you know. Keep going. Keep choosing yourself. And I'll be here every step of the way.